Hey, how are you guys doing? It is Anissa Ferguson, the host of your favorite podcast. I'm just claiming it to be that. Stay out your lane. And instead, what we do is cause you to what? Command your life's highway. So it is another week, and yes, we're joining on a Tuesday, which we normally join on Thursday, but I already know somebody's going to be licking rib grease and sauce and everything off their fingers on Thursday. I'm planning on being somebody licking something off my fingers on Thursday. So I'm excited to come to you guys on a Tuesday, and I have some amazing ladies who are with me talking what? All things summer. All things summer. Listen, I got something for y'all. Y'all ready? I'm gonna bring it for y'all. Y'all ready? Hey, it's summer. All right, y'all can laugh. I don't care. Hey, I'm cute though, right? I had to do something with some color. I wish I had like some binoculars or something like that so I could really get funky up in here. But basically, I know I stress y'all out like for the last 2 months, and thank you guys so much. We are over 2,000 views. Cue the confetti. 2,000 views for our first 2 months, and I'm really excited because, like I said, this wasn't even something I had planned on doing, but you guys showed up for your girl, and so I'm going to show up for you. All right, so with that, I do have an actual to do. Don't think you're going to get away with no work, but I'm going to make it a lot more of an enjoyable show today. Like no serious conversations about making money and doing things and staying out your lane so much, but we really have some fun things and some people here to kind of help us get balanced. So I'm really excited about that. And I want to just thank all those who have chimed in. I see people filing in. Let me see. Hey, Val. See Valerie. Hey. See a few folks in the room. Please, if you are on, just drop us a heart or one or something so I know you guys are here. Make sure that you please share this live with your friends. It will be available on our website, which is stayoutyourlane.com. after this, but for now, make sure you're sharing it because some people need some balance. I know I done raised a whole lot of hell on here and gave a whole lot of frustration, but I want to make sure that you guys know that there's something else and that we have some other things going on. So with staying out your lane, right, it's so hard to balance. I'm the first person to like raise my hand and say, I'm really hard on myself, whether it's self-care, self-love, or whatever. But I wanted to bring a couple people who are doing some phenomenal things that are really showing us how to like balance their life. And I've been involved with each and every one of these ladies at one point in my life, doing something that's like not stressful, not crazy. And it's the summer, so we really, really need that. And so I'm glad to bring them on. And the first lady I'm going to bring on, because I'm not even going to hesitate. I want to get into it because we have a few people and it's a really great conversation. So the very first lady that I have on, she is a marathoner. She's short, but she's cute. She is short, but she cute. We're going to bring her on, and we're going to like talk about what being a marathoner is, what that means, and how you can incorporate some really simple aspects into your life to help you get stimulated, to get you moving. And I want you to feel like, all right, now you got me running a marathon. Nah, negative. I don't have that on my list. I don't ever plan on being a marathoner. It's not one of my goals whatsoever. But let me actually bring her on so we can talk a little bit more about her story. I'm going to get her on in just a moment. Let's see how I can bring her. Hey, Crystal.
Hey.
Crystal is, again, a marathoner, a Wagnerian, and she's going to tell us what a Wagnerian is. Before y'all pass out, just going to get your seat comfortable, honey, because I almost fell on the floor when I realized what a Ragnar race is all about. So she's going to tell us about that. She's also run numerous 5Ks, half marathons. I mean, she does it all. I see all the medals in the background. Don't you try to shame me. Don't try to shame me, Crystal. Congratulations, first of all, on all of your success and all of your runs and walks and everything. I'm excited for you. Oh, yeah, your run partner's on here. Let me put her up. She said, hey, run partner. Hey. That's also Val. So I knew she was going to come and support. I'm glad to have you. Thank you for joining us. So, Crystal, how many races, honey? How many races have you done? And if you don't tell the truth, Valerie will tell the truth. So I'm just letting you know.
I don't know how many total races I've done.
Okay.
I really don't count like the 5Ks or the 10Ks, but I know that I've done 2 marathons. I've done 1 Ragnar, and I've done 15 half marathons. So those are the only ones that I've really tried to, document.
Right.
When I do it. So the 5Ks and the 10Ks, I don't really document those.
Well, I know you did 1 5K. You better document, sister. Rectify the race. Yes. Well, it's fun for those of you who don't know. Well, you definitely know I'm a cancer survivor, but I had a race called Rectify the Race, which is a 5, and then became also a 10K. And Crystal has done every single race. She did all 5 years, so I'm so excited to have her because she can definitely testify that. Yeah, I actually put some speed underneath my feet too every now and then. But that is amazing, Crystal. Yeah. So what are the 2 marathons that you did? Chicago, right?
So I've done Chicago and New York.
Wow. Oh, the New York Marathon. Wow. And what is it like to qualify for the New York Marathon? How did you feel?
Well, I actually registered in the lottery. So for both races, I registered and got in for my first time through the lottery.
Okay.
So I didn't have to do anything extra. I just registered for the lottery. I got selected, so I was able to do both races just from entering the lottery.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. I have another marathoner on. Let's see. Lisa, she said 1 and done. Lisa, let us know which marathon you did. I'm eager to know which one that you can share with everyone.
I was the same way, Lisa. I said 1 and done, then I said 2 and through. So we'll see. I go back and forth.
Oh, wow.
Right now I'm training for, I have 2 half marathons upcoming. I have one in October, that's in Detroit.
Okay.
And I'm planning on doing Miami again in February.
Oh, wow. Isn't it February? Okay, yeah, I always get it, but my husband's so close to my husband's birthday that I never actually made it down. He said, he said, you can run whenever you want, but you won't be running in January.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Well, when we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about the journey with Wagner. I want you to let people know what it's about, and then we're going to kind of talk about how we can incorporate some of this into our lifestyle, because like I said, a lot of people that are here are entrepreneurs, or they're people who are looking for some type of change, whether it's creative, professional, and we kind of speak to all of that. And for me, staying out of your lane is not just your business. It's about your life. It's about enhancing your lifestyle, and certainly a walk or a run or a jog. All of those things fit in because we need to be as balanced or as blended. I mean, they have tons of terms now as we can be. But I want to get into that. So don't let me forget. We want to get into what Wagner is all about and how people that are watching or will catch this on a replay will be able to incorporate some of this in their life. But while we have you on, I want to make sure that I get some of these other folks in because we can have like a whole conversation, okay? So listen, we had a really quick, brief introduction to Crystal and her amazing journey as a runner. And I'm waiting for Lisa to post in there when she gets a chance where she did her marathon, so we can talk about that a little bit more too. Okay. But I also wanted to bring on a really, just a genuine sweetheart. She hasn't actually run all of the Rectify races that I had, but she's worked every single race. And she's just a phenomenal person. She started getting into cycling, avid cycler. I want to bring up, and let me just go ahead and get her added into the broadcast. None other than Miss Angela Wagner. Let's see if we can get her in. Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for joining us on the Out Your Lane podcast on a big old Tuesday. I'm disrupting everybody's normal. How are you, and how did you get into cycling, ma'am?
I am doing fantastic, and
you look fantastic
because I have a lot of knee issues and things like that. But I wanted to still be able to get in some good exercise and something that you could do for you don't have to sometimes when you're walking or something, it's good for you, but it takes a little longer to get those calories burned. So I wanted that I felt was a little more challenging for me as well. So that's where I started, and it's something that's non-weight bearing. It's easy on the joints, and it was something that I'd always wanted to do, and I enjoyed it as a kid. So I was like, maybe I'll enjoy it as an adult.
Well, Angela, I got to ask the question that everybody's wanting to know. You said it's easy on the joints, but is it easy on the butt? Girl, the feet is small, honey, and I can't see myself for 50 miles on a little tiny seat. I want to know. I know you have a beautiful bike. So did you have everything? Literally, did you have everything customized on it, like your seat and everything?
Well, I did get this seat customized. So what we mostly suggest is that people go to an actual bike shop whenever they're looking for a bike. Whatever your budget is, you just let them know and they'll work with you. But they will really educate you based on the type of cycling you want to do. And one of the things that people typically do is they change out their seat at the shop. And that just means that you sit on the bike, they, base your measurements, your height, how you move, and they adjust your bike accordingly. And so that's a whole lot. Now, you do still need to get a little bit adjusted to it, but the type of clothing you wear, padded shorts, there's all kinds of things that help with that. So.
That's cool. You know, it's funny. A few years back, I did a triathlon, and I swear, girl, I bought some padded shorts from Amazon. Like, it just came, you know, that 2 days save your life, Jesus. And I still felt like, Lord have mercy, what have I got myself into? The seat. It was everything. It killed me. I said, all right, now I'm gonna have to find me a whole other sport, and I think this might be my one and done. Seriously, Lisa, might be my one and done. Oh, Lisa did mention she did the Marine Corps. She said no. She's seriously done. She's seriously done. Yes, that's awesome, Lisa. Congratulations for you too. So let me ask you, what is the longest distance that you have ever ridden? Because I've seen you post a lot of distances, and they're all amazing. And I just always shake my head at the, you know, the seat thing, and I just said I'm not going to do it. But I want to know. I want to know how long have you how far have you gone?
The longest that I've ridden is 50 miles at one time. But of course, when we do it, it's not like just one straight shot. A couple of breaks here and there to get in nutrition, you know, rest a little bit, and then you keep going. Not too long, maybe like 10 minutes or something like that. And then you keep, but you build yourself up to that. You don't just start out one day and just head that way.
Listen, I know. I definitely will be just starting off with 50 miles. I'm excited for all that you guys are doing. We're going to talk some more about what you all have been able to accomplish. But right now, I want to go into how I can get 50 miles a whole lot easier and a whole lot faster, because I have a travel agent, and I don't say travel agent because she's so much more than that. She's not only somebody who travels as travel agents, has to travel for other people, but she herself really and truthfully travels. I mean, her family, her children have been probably all over the world. I know they've just come off of a huge trip, and we're going to ask her about that and some of the things she has coming up. But she's also getting ready to go to Europe and France, I think next week or next month. Yes. Let me bring on Miss Janeé Contee, who is the owner and the founding member of SeaLand Travel in Maryland. But she, wherever you are in the world watching or watching on the replay, she can get you all the way tight. Hey, Janeé. Can you hear me?
How's everyone?
Yeah, you can. Okay, yes. Hey. There you are. Listen, they're talking about taking the really, really long and treacherous routes to get lots and lots of miles. And I want to see what you're talking about, because first of all, my butt can't take it. My feet, I can't. I need to know how I can get on a plane and go just see the world. Yeah.
Anyone
so how long have you
travel.
Been traveling? Say it
Over
again.
15
Anyone
years.
can travel?
Over 15 years.
Wow.
Yes.
And anyone can travel. Let's talk about that, because I think sometimes people feel like they can't do it, they can't afford it, it's too far. Like, they just think it's a whole process that they don't want to even try to navigate.
If you are going out to eat with your family more than twice a week, you can travel.
No.
It's really that simple.
Oops.
Not
guilty.
really that simple.
Oh, wow.
When you consider the cost of an average family meal.
Oh, yeah, I got two little people that like to eat a lot, and one big person besides, look, and my husband. Look, I'm talking about me. I like to eat, and I like to enjoy myself. So, yes. Oh, my gosh. So, please, I told everybody that you are going to be traveling to Europe and to France, and that's next week or next month? No, it's this month, right?
Next week. Actually, we depart on Saturday, going to Paris, France, and London, England. Yes. We have a group of about 18 traveling there. Yes, just came back from Cancun.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Child, that's the life. That's
like
the life.
Anyone can travel.
You know, think about it, a lot
if
of
you're eating out, you can travel.
Sorry. I know. So I feel like I'm guilty, and you just put all my business out there in the street, but it's okay, because I feel like that's me. Now let me go through and make sure everybody knows who you ladies are. I'm really excited to have you all, because like I said, basically this show, we talk a lot about business, and we talk a lot about how people can enhance their lives and do all these things. But if you're not stopping and pausing to enjoy your life, what is it for? You know what I'm saying? What is it for? And we want to have healthy bodies, right? That's why the running that Crystal does, and walking and the bike riding, you know, that Angela does, and actually just get out and really see some of the world, even if it's local or domestic flight. We want to make sure that people are getting out here living their best life, because I can't tell them to work, and not also tell them that there's a whole nother side. So I'm excited to have you guys on. Crystal Boyer is saying hi to Angela. The support. Thank you, Crystal, for joining. And all those who are on, thank you so, so much. We appreciate you all. Now I'm going to bounce back for just a second. Crystal, I want you to just kind of let us know a little bit more about the Wagner race, because that race is about 50. That's about 50 miles, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I believe it's a total of 200 to 200 plus miles between the teams.
Jesus Christ. Maybe I was thinking per person.
Yeah. Well, you have a team of 6 people, and we split that with the 6 people. So it's a relay race from Cumberland, Maryland to DC over 2 days. So you're basically living in a van.
Wow.
Each runner, you know, has 3 legs that they run. And you just get out, run, be at the next spot, someone else gets out, you switch. You do that all the way from Cumberland to DC.
Wow. But I can imagine that's something to bring a lot of camaraderie between the ladies who are running, right?
Yes, it does. It does. Because you're in a band literally for 2 days.
Oh my.
So you're in the, you're like, it's not like you're stopping. I mean, they do have places you can stop and shower.
Okay.
But you're literally living in a car for 2 days.
Wow. And I thought I wasn't gonna be able to glamp. Like, you know, I guess that's a whole another thing. Wow, that's a huge feat, because I've seen, I think last year you all put your medals together. It was really beautiful, and they all worked in together, right? They fit together. Wow, that's really awesome, and congratulations again for that. Now I want to see how you can give us a couple tips for people who are thinking about, or we can encourage somebody to start a new habit of either walking, running, like just the bare minimum, because I know they're hearing all the stuff that you've done and they're saying, oh, hell, I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
Right. I actually can't believe I've done it. You know, initially I started out, I was just walking. I went out to Black Girls Run course, and I started out and I said, listen, I'm out here to walk. I'm not here to run. And, you know, I had a couple of people like Anisha and my friend T, they were like, no, you running. And I was like, I have no plan to run. So I did do the Walk Before You Run program, which was like the couch to 5K program. So I initially did that.
Is that the app that's on your phone? Like, it's an app, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I did it with BCR, but I also did the app. I downloaded the app.
Okay.
You know, each day you would walk, and then you would add running until the end of the program. You're running for 3 miles.
Ooh,
so
that's awesome.
That's initially how I started, and I did a couple of races, and then it just got, you know, the camaraderie. You know, the run buds, they get together, and we all do races, travel for races. So it kind of blew up to, you know, race after race after race. I've slowed down some this last year, but like I said, I'm getting ready to train for the Detroit International, and then I'll be doing Miami in February.
Wow.
So, you know, I definitely say starting with like something like the Couch to 5K program, getting with a run group, you know, really.
That's awesome. But you said something powerful. So do you really believe that it's important to make sure that you're doing other sports and physical activity along with your run?
Yes, especially, you know, when I did the 2 marathons, I noticed I had more success when I had implemented other things like strength training and yoga. Whereas, you know, the second one, I didn't do as much of that, and you know, I could feel the difference.
You feel the difference. Yeah. Wow, and you know, and thinking about the marathons that you did, when you think about the scene and the different people that are out there to do the race, can you attest to the fact, because I've seen like so many different types of people. People got to think that, oh, I got to be a size 5 or size 6 just in order to do that. All types, right?
All size. No, there's no size. People double my size were passing me by. Older women were passing me by.
Wow.
You know, I remember the first marathon we did, one of the guys stopped, took his leg off, put it back on, and still passed us. So,
listen.
So there's no type, you know, type runner.
But I think that's important for people to think about and to realize, like I said, even with staying out your lane when it comes to things like this, somebody may say, oh, no, you need to just, play your position, play your role, and just go on over there and walk. No, like, you can literally do anything. Our bodies are so resilient, so, just flexible. It's more mind over matter. I think that's with everything. So I'm agreeing with you. Yes, that is awesome. And just for the record, Donisha got me in trouble too. Donisha is the reason why I ran the 10K in Jamaica a couple years ago. I said, oh my gosh. Yeah, she's so sweet. I really appreciate her for that. Because without that encouragement, like you said, having people around to kind of get you encouraged to take that leap of faith, or just to say, hey, come on, girl, you can do that. That's really cool. Hey, I think a friend of mine, hey, Rashinda's on. Hey, Rashinda, how are you? Thanks for joining us. We're talking all things summer, getting our bodies moving, getting our minds moving, and trying to hop on some planes. And speaking of which, let's see, Lisa says to Janeé, yes, she is always passport ready. So you all may have to definitely hook up. She is always passport ready. Awesome. Yes, look, that's what she's looking for, people as passport ready, honey. So we're going to talk about that and how we can afford some travel. Before we get into that, I just wanted to ask Angela, in general, how did you get started with the bike? Like, did you ride with the biking club? I think you mentioned that to me, that you have a biking club. And how did you get started? How can like the everyday person just say, okay, I have a bike, I want to get started. Maybe it's not the perfect bike, but I want to do something. How do they get out of their seats and away from their computers and laptops and all of that and into and onto a bike and making some moves?
Just get up and get out there and go. That's the one thing. If you're a bike and you have outside, you can ride in your neighborhood. This area is full of trails. There are trails in Virginia, Maryland, DC that are fairly flat. People can take their bikes there to ride. It doesn't take a lot. You should have a helmet and your bike and yourself. That's really all you have to have. So we do.
Now, how important is the helmet, honey? I don't have hair, but like for the people that have all the gorgeous locks, what's good? Do you have to have a helmet? Because it's one of our cues. I just want to know.
It is highly recommended that you wear a helmet. Yes, I know we see it out there without it, but for safety reasons, it really is. It just takes a second to fall off your bike, and you just want to protect your head and your skull and everything like that. So it's definitely recommended that you wear a helmet. I actually do belong to several cycling groups, mainly Diva Cycling, which is an all ladies group, as well as Get It In, Cyclist, GII. It's a group with men and women, children, people of all ages and all ranges and of skill.
Let me ask you, is that unique to this group? I mean, to this area, geographic area?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they you can join them on meetup.com. You can find different cycling groups out there. Typically for both groups, you can come out and ride once or twice and see how you like it. If you like it, you can join. It's very low, membership fees there. And I learned so much by riding with both of these groups. With the ladies, you learn everything you need to know as a female cyclist. And you can ask questions and be comfortable, things that you maybe aren't able to ask other people. They have different, even before each ride, we have rides every week that they schedule and they post them on Meetup. And even before each ride, they go through different skills that you could have, how to change a tire, how to take care of your bike, how to clean your bike, all those rules of the road, etiquette as you're riding around trails. These are all things that I probably would never have. Well, I maybe eventually would have learned, but I wouldn't have learned as fast or, as organized if I hadn't joined those two groups.
Wow, that's awesome. I never really thought about that. Meetup, I think more social, like just going out, hanging out, doing things. But I guess for all of these things, travel, for bikes, for cycling, and for running, Meetup could really be something that people can easily go into their computers, find a group in their area, and sort of take advantage of that. It's funny, Rashinda said she just shared with a friend that she loves riding. So yeah, there's a lot of people probably watching or that will watch that like to cycle and like to ride. So that's really, really interesting.
Yeah,
so thank you for sharing that with us. Yeah. Now I'm going to switch gears again back to Janeé because I want to know how everybody can travel? Like, can you give us some thoughts and some suggestions? I know you told me a story about someone who did something very practical in their everyday work life, and they were able to, you know, pay for some trips that they never thought that they could be able to afford to go on, and in really, really short time frames.
Yes, I do have a client that was a stylist, and she had decided that she would take her tip money and use that towards paying for her trip. She was taking a trip to Thailand, which was over $3,700, and she was able to pay off her trip in about 8 months, very quickly, just simply by calling me every other day or every week and saying, hey, Janeé, can you charge $20? Can you charge $30? Charge $40? And surprisingly, she was paid off before the rest of her group. So it doesn't take a lot. I always say to people, sometimes, you know, the enthusiasts that are into health and everything or working out, they may say some bodies are made in the winter and winter bodies are made in the summer. I say the same thing about travel.
Yeah,
it's the summertime. What you should be doing now is planning for your winter vacations or your next summer's vacation. So when you have the family getting together for these cookouts and barbecues, now is the time to start talking about, do we want to be sitting around grilling next year, or do we want to be cruising? Do we want to be on the beach? Do we want to do an adventure? What do we want to do? Now is the time to start working on that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, that really does make a lot of sense, though. I mean, like you said, winter bodies are made in the summer and vice versa. So why should it be different from anything else that we're doing? And yeah, I am guilty. Like I said, I got a family of 4. And we eat out. We eat out tonight. Every night we have a podcast. Just know my family is not being served by me for dinner at all. Yeah, no, so that makes perfect sense to me. I'm excited. I know you have some trips coming up. Like I said, I was playing around with the Africa trip, but it really is a real trip that she does have coming up. I'm going to actually post it on the website. I was trying to figure out how to get it on here. I couldn't figure it out. Listen, I'm still a little learning. I'm learning. I'm gonna get there. But we do have that trip. She also has a trip to Morocco. Both trips are in 2020. I know. Look, I'm getting on board. And I think she mentioned the price is only about $50 per pay period. So, and that's assuming that you get paid twice in a month. So for $100 a month, you can go to South Africa. Is that not amazing? South Africa, like, I think that's a great deal.
Yes, yes. South Africa is, I think I got a little lag. 2021.
2021. Okay, so we have plenty of time.
Yes.
Yeah, we have plenty of time. But Morocco is next year, right?
Next year is Morocco.
Morocco is next year. So listen. Right, 2020. So those of you who are interested, you know, thinking about travel for next year, like you said, I'm trying to stretch those muscles and you really want to make sure that you force yourself out. Like for me, I have to make sure that I have something already paid for and that I've committed myself to in order to really break away sometimes. So I just want to like keep that in your mind and your thoughts as you're thinking about things, like say, okay, let me go ahead and commit, right? Commit to doing this thing because I've already put my money there. My family's ready to go. My flight is already booked. Let's go ahead and do the thing and get on out the door. And I think that's really, sometimes that's all we need, just a little extra push to get us out of our lane, out of the computer. Because I know my family, this is my family right here. All the time. And the only way I can get them out of their phones and off their devices, like, look, let's get in the car or let's get on a flight. Let's go do this thing on a cruise. Because a cruise is perfect. The cruise is perfect. If you've been on a cruise before, please tune in. Hey, Shanna, she said she's going to, so, hey, she's so glad she tuned in. We're going on a cruise together next Christmas, and she's on that cruise. And so it's really exciting. Yeah, definitely to just kind of do some hands down, like, let me just get out here in this wind. So, yeah, if you guys have some questions, please let us know. But, yeah, Rashinda also mentioned that meetup groups are great. Yes, so she is co-signing with that. Meetup groups are great. And I agree with that. I think at one time I was looking for a run group out in Atlanta because we were trying to do some things for our 5K, 10K. We ended up doing some virtual things, but we didn't actually have a physical race there. So meetups are great, and they are a great opportunity to meet different people, whether you're traveling, you're flying, or whatever it is that you're doing. One more thing I wanted to mention to Janeé, and I know that she's probably seen probably everything over 15 years with traveling, but I feel like I want people to understand, I'm siding with you on this one, that travel agents and people who are dealing with the public, they have to be sensitive and understand that if you want to go, say, for example, like you mentioned Thailand, right? You can't go to Thailand for 14 days and spend $800. Like, I think sometimes we have unrealistic expectations, you know, and all the ladies that are on the show today, they've all traveled and they're all done international travel. Sometimes we have unrealistic expectations. Like, is that realistic? I mean, is that something that you see?
That is definitely the case in most instances, especially if someone has not really traveled at all. I always tell people, before you reach out to the travel agent, maybe just do a little research on your own, just so you can get your expectations to be a little realistic, especially if sometimes you're not ready to hear what it really is. Like when I have a client come to me, I always send them a specific email just asking them, what is your budget? Where are you looking to travel? What type of travel do you want? Are you looking for luxury travel, moderate travel? How many people are in your party? And I ask them to provide me with what they would consider to be their per person budget. That's where I start. I honestly don't even get into getting you a quote or any additional information until I get that back. That way, I won't send you something to turn you off or stress you out.
That makes a lot of sense. You know, no, it does. It makes a lot of sense.
Yes. But with that little bit of detail, from there we can kind of tweak things to figure out what it's going to be. Maybe you thought that you were going to go on a 7-night cruise to the Southern Caribbean, and I may have to let you know, okay, so we're not there. We're going to maybe do a 3 nights to the Bahamas, but then what we're going to do with a little extra money is now we're going to plan for that Southern Caribbean cruise for next year.
Nice. That makes sense, and it's realistic. What I have up here too is actually your Instagram. Actually, I think I have your Instagram and your Facebook. Let me pull it up because I want people, if they are interested in doing some travel, and we said we got some people on here who are all already stay ready with their passport. They are not without it. So if they can reach out to you on Instagram or Facebook, it's at SeaLand Travel, and she's also available at SeaLandTravelByJC.com. So you can go to her website, you can see which trip she has scheduled, and you can email her, Janeé at SeaLandTravelByJC.com. And we have it up, you can catch on the replay, but we also will have it on our website, StayOutYourLane.com. It's not going away. So if ever you think about it and say, okay, wait a minute, I remember talking about this travel on Stay Out Your Lane, go to our website. All the information is there. And one other special thing I have on our website that I haven't done before, this is my very first time, is instead of, we normally have an activity to do, and I do have those. I'm going to give y'all some work in just a minute, is what we considered our 20 top things for the summer. So right here, we can only have just a couple of people at a time, but we have our top list, and you can download it for free. All you have to do is go to our website, StayOutYourLane.com, and it's a tier there. It's going to say free downloads. Like, you can't get them more simple than that. So I want no DMs. Where is it? What'd you say? No, free downloads right on the website. You can go there and you can get our complete list of all the things that Stay Out Your Lane is saying that you can do this summer, not next summer. Enjoy your summer now. Then hop on a plane in the wintertime and enjoy your winter somewhere else. But while you're here, you can enjoy like at least 20 things. And I'm sure that there's at least 20 or 30 more that you can do, probably most of them for free this summer, and take advantage and balance your life. So let's see. I also want to make sure that we are showing love to Angela and as well to Crystal, because they are also, I want you to be able to follow their journey. Angela has a lot of things coming up, and I think it should be, is it Angel or Angela? Did I mess up?
It's Angel. Miss Angel.
Okay, that's right. Okay, I want to make sure I got my stuff together, because she's always taking a lot of cycling, and you can be probably able to reach out to her as you're building up and as you're thinking about things. I'm sure she wouldn't mind if you reached out with questions. She's in the Maryland area, but I'm sure a lot of the questions that you may have, no matter where you're watching from, or if you catch her on the replay, that you'll be able to ask her questions, and she can just give you some general knowledge to kind of help you get started, because that's what she did. She mentioned she would talk, she got involved with the group, so she was able to ask the questions that she needed to ask. So I think that's definitely cool. Let me see if we have some more comments. She said, "Oh, you need you need coin to travel." Yes, so you do have to work. You have to work, but you can come back around, and then you can get on a boat and travel with Janeé. And Buffy says, hey, Chris. Hello. Hey, Buffy. How are you? Hey, thank you so much for joining our broadcast. We are still talking all things summer. You can get a full list of Buffy and all the other members who are watching and who will catch it on the replay again on stayoutyourlane.com. Go to free downloads and download a full list of things you can do this summer outside of work. Because when you come here, I put you to work straight up. So I want to make sure you know that we're going to try to balance this thing out. But really quick, let me pull up Crystal's information because we want to be able to show her some support when she is on her trip to Detroit, doing her half in, where's the other place? Don't Miami, that's right. So those two places, we want to give her some love on her journey and support her as well. Last but not least, I got work for you to do. But you probably enjoy it because this is one of our actionable to-dos. You know, every week, outside of this week, typically I give you stories, like I said, of success and struggle. But this one, we just wanted to break from the norm and give you guys something fun to do. So can't say I didn't give you any work, but you should enjoy it. This time I want you guys to make sure you identify some type of physical activity that you can commit to this summer. Angela says she only rides she rides probably more frequently, but she rides with her group once a week. And she says that you can do that either with the group that's all gender specific or specific to some other type of demographic that you all have in common. Find you an activity that you can do that you can commit to this summer. And I know, Crystal, can you tell me how often do you train? Because I think you run every morning, right? Or most mornings.
Well, 3 times a week.
3 times a week. Okay. That's simple enough. I mean, we have 7 days. You can literally do it every other day, right? And you go early in the morning because I know, honey, it's hot. By 8 o'clock, I'm coming out of everything. Yes. Hit that Woodrow Wilson Bridge and I'm done. So that's the first thing I need you guys to do, to make sure that you identify some active physical activity that you can commit to this summer. Not next summer, talking about, oh yeah, I can only start on Mondays and all that kind of stuff. I've done all of that. I've said all that. Don't give yourself any excuses. Second, I want to make sure that you create yourself a travel wish list. Now, Janeé, if you have some comments, you let me know. The best way for people to do this is to create a travel list and then come up with some financial milestones to plan future goals. But she already told you, if you start now, it's too late. The summer, I mean, unless you just have money like that, summer is over. You're not going to Thailand this summer, okay? You're not going this summer. You going in the winter or you going next summer, okay? And I think Crystal is going to Africa this year, right? I think you're going this year? Yes. What part of Africa are you going to?
We're doing Cape Town, Johannesburg, and Durban.
Ooh, that sounds so nice. Wow. I'm excited. I'm excited for that for you. And I think you're also going to Morocco. Are you going to Morocco as well?
No, I'm not going to Morocco, but that's on my list.
That's on the list. Okay, so you need to get with Janeé. Y'all need to get the lines crossed. But you came from Egypt. You just went to Egypt. That's where it was. You just went to Egypt. And I think Angela saw some sun and sand too recently. Where did you go, Angela?
This year I've been to the Dominican Republic. I went to Thailand last year and Costa Rica.
Okay. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. All right, now Angela, what's going on? They weren't dragging nobody, were they? We done heard, everybody collectively, we done heard all about it, honey. I know. So how did you feel? Did you feel safe? We're staying out our lane. I need to know. Did you feel safe when you were there?
Yeah, I felt safe where I was staying, and I went with a few friends, and we had a blast. So yeah, I had no issues. I made it back alive.
Right. We glad you're in the building, friend. That is awesome. So Janeé, tell me about it, honey, because I know people probably saying, don't send me over there. I ain't going. What's going on? Have you got people canceling on you?
I have had a few issues with the canceling, and I'm not going to say issue. My first and foremost priority is for a customer, a client to enjoy their vacation. If there's any doubt that you think you're going to be maybe not enjoying it, worried or hemming and hawing, don't go. It's okay. We'll find another plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that is not a problem. I do think though it may depend on the resort and the area that you're staying in. And me personally, I just don't send everybody just to any old place.
Mm-hmm. No, I know that's true because I've been on trips with you before, and it's always been beautiful, nice. She always like, I'm like, well, how does she figure this out? Because I mean, when we go travel with Janeé, she doesn't just put, okay, here, you're here, bye. I mean, she helps us get all of our excursions planned. you know, where we go, every minute is like, it's not calculated, but it's always an option. Like, she makes sure you know all your options. Like, you can do this, you can do that. Oh, if that doesn't work for you, you can do this. These things I've already researched. And chances are she's already been to the place because she's traveled everywhere. So like, oh, no, I'm getting on the plane, gotta go. Oh, I ain't gonna be available. No, I just want to go to the gym. No, I'm gonna be on a plane. Don't come for me. I'm out. So that's a nice thing about having somebody who truly enjoys travel, and it's not just a paycheck. You know what I mean? Like, somebody who's really into the thing. Like, all of you ladies are really like into the things that you're doing. I specifically got you because I know, and had you on the show because I know that you are truly invested into what the things are that you're doing. And so I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited for the summer, and I appreciate you all sharing your experiences, sharing your businesses. Again, I just want to highlight all the things that you ladies have done, and just to acknowledge, you know, that you're staying out of your lane. I mean, seriously, it seems like such a simple thing to just get on your bike and go, but we don't do it, right? You make every single excuse. I make every single excuse. I haven't been running in quite some time, but yes, like, I used to absolutely love it. I got plantar fasciitis and I got scared. And so I haven't run quite as much. And this year, you know, we're not doing Rectify this year. So I've been a little bit out of the loop. I've been working on some other things like the podcast and whatnot. But yeah, I enjoy all of it. So as I'm asking everybody to commit, I'm also going to make sure that I commit and do at least, I don't know about 3 days a week, Crystal. I'm not sure about that. I might have to catch Angela on that weekly ride. I have to get myself a bike and get myself out there. But I'm really excited. Thank you, everybody who chimed in. Lisa, for joining and letting us know a little bit about your journey with your marathon. And, you know, you never know. You might do another one. You might do one more. We're going to get you. She's going to curse me out in a second down in the comments. I ain't going to let y'all see those. But she's going to get me in a second. But thank you again so much. And seriously, let us know. We want to follow your journey. When you get across it, tag us. Make sure everybody, if you're on, that you're sharing this, that you go follow our Instagram, our Facebook. Everything is Stay Out Your Lane podcast. So please be sure to do that because we want to track your progress. And we appreciate you sharing your time with us. Are there any other questions or comments? So place a big great show. Let me see. No more comments. What you mentioned here was to say, I will take to a place to get great show. Okay. Thank you so much. Oops, sorry. Look, y'all know I'm learning this stuff, so don't get mad at the sister. All right. Great. Thank you so much again. And don't forget to go to our website and get the full list of all things summer, things you can do this week, this summer, whatever. Just enjoy yourself and stay out of your lane. And again, command your life's highway. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your 4th if you celebrate it. I'm still on Juneteenth in my mind. So I'm a Juneteenth it on the 4th. Y'all enjoy the 4th if that's what you do. And have a good week. All right. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.